Greetings, survivors, and welcome to episode 1 in a series called How to Just Survive. In this series, video series on YouTube, I'm going to explore the game Just Survive, formerly known as H1Z1. Uh, if you are new to the game or new to Badwater Canyon, the past couple months have been pretty exciting for Just Survive. There have been quite a few updates, changes to the map. There is no old H1Z1. It's now Badwater Canyon. And there's a lot of things that we can go over here. Like I said, if you're just returning to the game, there are different things like this right here, where I am in a safe zone and the zombie's attacking me. Basically, you start out here in the military base. It's a protected area for recording purposes and to make my life a little bit easier. I'm doing this on a PvE server. Once I get deeper on in the series, I will obviously go to PvP. I normally play on PvP servers, but just so I don't get messed with and raided and killed while I'm trying to record, I like to do it on PvE. Alright, so let's get started. Like I said, this is Badwater Canyon, map in H1Z1, now named Just Survive. And let's bring up the map. This is what it looks like. You basically have a quarter of what the development team is actually working on. There are 3 other segments of the map in the works right now in the development phase. We're hoping to get those out soon, and we can take a look at them and start playing on them as well. But for now, you can see on your map it's a little bit different from the older one. You are the green dot right there. X is marked by the military base. That's where we are. When you first start, you have a t-shirt, a pair of pants, a pair of gaiters, a torch, a little shiv like you're in jail. You got 2 notes. I'm not going to read those for you. You can do that on your own. And you have a stash kit. This is like the old school stashes, but basically you can drop these anywhere in the world for the most part, and you can fill them up. I believe they have a 5,000 bulk capacity, and as long as they're empty, you can pick them up and move them if you so choose. When you start out, you're not going to need it right away. I usually myself tend to hold on to it until I find a place to build my base. Here's a new addition with Badwater Canyon. You have the Colonel here. I believe his name is Colonel Moran. You can sell items to him for gold coins, gold eagle coins. These gold eagle coins right now, the only things you can actually buy from him are a set of handcuffs, another shiv, a hammer, and a crowbar. I wouldn't buy any of that stuff, really. You could find them pretty easily out in the world. As of right now, while making this video, the only thing worth selling to him to be able to buy is for Strongholds, which is a major addition to Badwater Canyon, and I know a lot of people up in arms, and there are some discussions on Reddit about it. But for the most part, you have static plots in the world where you are allowed to build a base. It's not like in the old days where you were able to just build a base anywhere off of a POI or in the bushes somewhere up in the mountain away from everybody. So that's that. Usually what I like to do when I first get started is run out of the base and make a right on the road here. You're probably going to get attacked by some zombies, but they won't catch you. Just keep running. Your main limitations when you first start out are your carrying capacity. Like I said, they give you a satchel when you first start out, but as you can see, it only has 250 bulk capacity carrying limit, so that's not a whole lot. What we're going to do is we're going to hit this first military checkpoint on the road coming up here, And we're gonna see if we can find any goodies. Usually within the first couple minutes, you want to be able to get yourself some essentials, some bare basics. You want to get yourself some sort of a weapon, because eventually, like that bear that I just passed on my left, you will get attacked by a wolf, a bear. Usually it'll be a wolf, and those are hard to outrun unless you have better shoes. So you want to be quick. You want to pop in here, start looking in your crates. Antibiotics, we don't want that kind of stuff right now. Makeshift body armor will help. Also, those are good things when you first start to sell, because they sell for a pretty decent amount of coins. My main goal when I first start is to pick up, like I said, some sort of a weapon, some kind of an upgraded backpack or bag, and some things to sell, like this rusty shotgun right here that I'm gonna definitely pick up, because that sells for 225 gold coins. I'll get into strongholds in a section, but basically for the first 20 or 30 minutes, here's an upgraded backpack, black military backpack. This is going to boost my carrying capacity from 250 to 2,000. So now I can carry a whole bunch of stuff. I can pick up a whole bunch of stuff and make less trips. Of course, the more you can carry, the less you're going to have to go back and forth to the military base to sell stuff. As you can see, the zombies have been what I jokingly have heard referred to as maximum overload right now, which is somewhat true, because the zombies can be a bit more. I wouldn't say there's still a threat, because you can find ways to get around them, like I've been doing here for the past. Oh, I just got hit. See that? I started talking about it and I just got hit. But basically, you can run around them and find ways to go about your business without being attacked so regularly. What I'll do is I'll run them off, and then I will find a better place to loot. Just now that I got that backpack, I'm going to start picking up some things that can help me start saving up for that stronghold. Stronghold locations, I believe there are 51 on every map. That leads to quite a few locations on the small size of the map right now, and Daybreak has said that they will be expanding the amount of strongholds as they expand the map size. So now that you have a backpack, hopefully you were just about as lucky as I am. There are a few different sizes of backpacks, the largest and rarest being the Survivor backpack, which actually has a carrying capacity of 2,500. That's the best one in the game right now. So if you get that, you are well on your way to gearing up. In PvE, you're gonna want to gear up, and after that, you're probably gonna want to build a base and run around, do a little bit of exploring. Everything basically in the game can be used for something else. I will go into these kind of things further down the series with crafting, cooking, what it takes to harvest, and those kind of things. But as you can see, I just dropped a bow, which was a makeshift bow, and this right here is the best regular standard kind of bow, an alpine recurve bow. There are performance. Oh, I have no arrows, and I am being attacked by a wolf. The thing with wolves is that they will make you bleed. 9 times out of 10, if you get hit by a wolf, you will bleed. You need to bandage, or you will bleed out and die. You can harvest a wolf as long as you have an instrument like a knife or a shiv. And as you can see, I just got a wolf head and some wolf meat. Sometimes from animals you will get animal fat as well. Bears will give you bear hides, and deer will give you antlers and heads as well. The heads are used for decorative items for your base, along with the antlers are also another decorative item that you can use. There's a backpack here that's less than what I have the carrying capacity. Like I said, the military backpack, they're pretty common, and you're gonna want to grab something of a decent size to start out with. As you can see, I ran to a store, which is usually one of the better places to go when you first start. And I want to grab these con raiders while the zombie was pounding on me. But I must say that the armor that I picked up, even though it's just makeshift armor, it does help out. And I'm going to switch to these con raiders, and you will see the difference in the speed. You definitely want a pair of con raiders because you will be running as fast as possible in the game. Well, like I said, the zombies are more of a nuisance more than anything. They hamper your ability to farm, loot, harvest. As you can see, I only have a few seconds to loot before I get attacked. Just pop a little smoke flare there. And it seems I've played the latest update for quite a bit. It came out a few days ago on live, and it seems as if they did fix a problem that we've been having for quite a time concerning the loot distribution on the map. From what I have noticed, it works pretty good. It's a basically like an automatic loot cycler. Whatever kind of coding they did to make it happen, we much appreciate it. You don't have to drop anything out of boxes anymore to kind of make the loot repopulate itself. So that's nice. Ouch. And the zombies are they just keep respawning. Hopefully once I get away from the base, I'll be able to kind of slow down and show you guys what you should and should not be looting. When I first start, I basically get high value items. I kind of leave things that I'm not gonna need right away because you basically are limited on space. Once you start picking up weapons and things like that, they're quite heavy. So even though you have a 2,000 bulk backpack, it'll fill up pretty quickly. But those are the things that sell best at the kernel. When you are ready to buy a stronghold, there are different sizes that come with different costs. The first size is pretty small, but good for a group of 1 or 2 people. It costs 1,000 gold coins, so you can get that pretty easy. The one, even though I play mostly solo on PvP for recording purposes and just testing out different base ideas and things like that, I usually go with the second size one, which is 2,500 gold coins. It's substantially bigger, and it's decent size for a small group. There is a V-shaped stronghold plot, which I believe is 5,000 gold coins. And then the last size is 10,000 gold coins, and that is a quite large piece of property. So, you know, do some exploring when you first start. I would suggest definitely looking around and seeing where resources that you want are going to be. If you have a certain side of the map, or you want to meet up with friends or something like that, those are definitely things you want to take into consideration. Well, I made it a successful little loot trip. I sold enough stuff to make 787 gold coins, which is not a lot, but I was slowed down quite a bit by the amount of zombies running around. Even though, like I said, they're not really a threat, they will slow you down when you try to loot because you just have to move and can't really stop and look at everything that's in the area. Especially when you start and you don't have a weapon, you have no other option but to run. That's it on getting started. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below, and I will get back at you guys with part 2. We'll go a little bit further in depth. We'll look at some stronghold locations. We'll start checking out the crafting and harvesting, and get into some more tips to help you not just survive, but do more than that. Thanks for watching.